Hi guys, in this video I'm going to show you how you can create a dated planner in minutes and not using days to fill in all the days and so on. You can do it for a weekly, a monthly, or even a daily planner. This tutorial I'm just going to show you how to do it with the weekly planner. I already created a template. You can create a template from scratch. If you want to have a tutorial on that, just put it down in the comments. Or you can also go to design and write weekly planner, for example, and then you get a ton of results that you could use to do your weekly planner. Changed up this design a bit. I added number fields here for the days and also changed the weekly planner heading to a month and added the week and a number hashtag up here. Once you're happy with your design, you want to go on add page type down here and click on sheet. This is basically similar to Excel or numbers on Mac, so you can just put any data you want. I want to have a column for the month as I'm going to change the heading here. Then we want to have fields for all the days and one field for the week. So a month and then all the weekdays. Now you want to fill in the data. So if you do the planner for 2026, you want it to start with January, for example, week 1. You can also copy this data from somewhere. So I already have a link open with all the data for January, for example. You can just select this and then go on cell you want and then click on paste special and click on values only, as you don't want to have the format as well. And click there. And then you get the weeks and also the days added as well. So just copy this and here I will say December/January, as there are some days of December as well in this week. And same here for January, I will put January/February. And you could do it this way again for the next month and next month. This is, however, a bit tiresome, so you can also use one feature that Canva has and select all the rows that you want to fill and then go on actions and click on fill empty cells, and it will automatically pick up the design you have and auto-populate the cells. So you can see that it worked here. The weeks go up and here the days are like following there. But for things like that, you always have to make sure, for example, if you have a year with 29 days in February, you want to make sure that it has it here and so on. And it also won't generate all at the same time because it just can generate specific amount of rows. But you could just do the process again, select a couple of rows and then click on actions and click on the empty cells, and then it will the same thing again. Click on insert and do it one last time, I guess, for December most. Okay, here you can see that it from November jumped straight ahead to December, January. It's not really what we want. Let me just remove those cells. You have to pay a bit of attention and check if it is correct, but it saves you a lot of work. Once you check that all the data is correct and it all looks like you want, you can then select all of the cells with data inside of them and go on actions on top here again, and then go on Bulk Create. This is a pro feature, but you can use Canva for free for 30 days to the designs that you want. I can put a link to that down in the description. And then you can check here that the data that you need is selected. Click on continue, and then you can choose the template into which you want to insert the data. So I'm just going to choose the weekly planner as that I prepared for that. Then this file will open with the file here, and then you have data fields here, and you want to connect those two. So if you click on month, for example, you want to click on connect data up here and then look for the month. Same thing for all the dates. So you want to connect the Monday data with the number field before Monday. Same thing for Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. And we just connect it all quickly. Always the same thing. Select the field that you want, connect the data that you want to that field, and then it will also appear like this ILEC field with the data field inside, so they check that you connected the right thing. So just let me connect the week number, and then we connected everything that we want. If you would, for example, add another field to have the holidays inserted, you could do that the same way. Just add a text field here, for example, put a column in the spreadsheet where it says Monday holidays, do the same for Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. So you can connect however many things that you want. So I connected all the fields I have, and now you want to go on advanced option, because if you would click here, it would create 53 designs for each individual page. That's not really what I want. I want to have one design with all the pages inside of it. So you go on advanced option, and then you can say here that you want to have one design with multiple pages. Change the name of the document. I'm just gonna leave it like original design name, and then you can change where you want to save it. I'm just gonna put it on my projects, and then you want to hit on create. To create this file, you can go to the folder of your projects, or it also probably shows up in the home window. Here you can see that Bulk 1 weekly planner appeared. And if you just open that, you can see that there are a lot of pages during all the weekly pages for a planner. The January page, a month switch page from January to February, and so on and so on. So you can see that all the pages got created with all the different names of the month and all the different weekdays added into that, and also week number. So it just took a couple of minutes to set up the table, and then you could just do it with bulk creation, and you don't have to do it manually to copy each design and then add in the days and the month, the name, and so on. So it's a way shorter process to do it like that way. And with the data you have now, you can do it with any other design as well, because you can just connect the data to the fields and then other design, and then have another dated weekly planner in just seconds or minutes. It's quite handy, I think. I hope this video was helpful and makes your planner game easier. And if you have any questions regarding Canva or Affinity, just put them down in the comments, and I hope I see you in the next video.